Yeah, I just came across recently a YouTuber by the name of Karlyn Borysenko. And this woman is fat. Well, okay, sorry, plus size. Um, by looking at her and listening to her, you might think she's a lesbian, but she's not. She's not. She's been with the same dude for 10 years. A dude who is an illegal alien who she married just to keep in the country. So I presume he's non white, but I don't know that for a fact. So someone can maybe fill me in there. But that's not the reason why I'm doing this video about her. I'm doing this video about this individual because she came out with the most idiotic, absurd, asinine uh, assertion that critical race theory is not anti-white, when in reality, critical race theory is the epitome of anti-white. Because the whole uh, dogma of critical race theory only attacks the white race. It does not attack any other race. In fact, it doesn't even mention anything, any negative thought or criticism of another race. But yet, all it does is bash white people. According to critical race theory, the white race can do nothing right, and is to blame for all the world's problems. And it's just a uniquely evil race of people who should be wiped off the face of the earth, basically. So if that's not anti-white, I don't know what is. But yet somehow this woman seems to think that it's not anti-white. And her assertion is that, well, it hurts non-white people too. Well, if that's true, if it does hurt non-white people somehow, it's purely through collateral damage, because the ideology itself does not attack non-whites or any non-white group in any way, shape, or form. And the only way a critical race theorist, i.e. an anti-white, would ever say anything negative about a non-white individual is if that non-white individual went to bat for the white race. And this Karlyn Borysenko certainly not going to bat for the white race. In fact, she's very, very anti-white herself. But what gets me about this woman is she's very stubborn, like a lot of anti-whites, of course, but just as stubborn as a mule, because two different YouTubers, namely Ramsey Paul and Noah Guild, basically tore a strip off of her and embarrassed her by doing video critiques. But yet she still, even though they pointed out the error of her ways and the flaws in her argument, she still doubled down. In fact, tripled down on this nonsense. And in her latest video, she went as far as to saying that she would choose critical race theory, the anti-white ideology of critical race theory, over white well-being or white survival, and called white well-being and white survival white supremacy, which is, of course, just nonsense and just anti-white rhetoric, if there ever was one. But yeah, this woman now, at first, I thought she was some type of kosher conservative, but as it turns out, no, she's just a leftist who maybe takes a conservative slant on some secondary or tertiary issues, but is a radical leftist and anti-white to the max, and somebody who won't listen to any kind of reason or logic. In fact, I think she's more of an entertainer than anything, a YouTube entertainer. I don't think she gives a shit about telling the truth or being honest. But she does really hold on to this anti-whiteism in the sense that she loves to use loves to use anti-white terminology. Like she'll repeat the word racist a lot in her videos, and refer to race as skin color, which of course is nonsense. I've dealt with this in other videos. yeah, so she's and then of course she's loud and rude. And if you were to ever debate her, she wouldn't win the debate necessarily, but she would talk over you and say, well, I'm speaking," and maybe throw in some ad hominem attacks. So really, debating her would be pointless unless you had a good moderator to keep her, to keep her under control. But yeah, this person is just is quite quite the character.